Hello recorders and iCarly fans, welcome back to my channel. I'm your host Steven. Well, today episode 6 of iCarly dropped, so let's talk about it. This episode begins with it's Carly's birthday and she hates celebrating her birthday as she believes she's cursed. Does it have something to do with what the goat did? What did the fucking goat did? Did it piss on her? Did it eat her skirt, her clothing? Did it throw up on her? What did they do? They should have addressed it for God fucking sakes. Right off the bat, we're treated to old characters. Yeah, Principal Franklin returns where he comes by to deliver a letter to Carly that Miss Briggs assigned them when they were 12 years old to write where did they see themselves 15 years from now, and that the letter had to be delivered when they're 27. It was nice to see Franklin, but I find it weird that they still call him Principal Franklin instead of by his first name. When Carly and Freddie were reading their letters, I started thinking about like my 12-year-old self, like what would 12-year-old me write? Like, yeah, back then I thought I was gonna grow up and be a video game designer. Like, that's what I thought was gonna be my career, but look where I am now. I mean, I have no regrets. I mean, back then, it was 2005. Streaming was not a thing, people. YouTube was barely a thing at the time, and all we had back in the day was MySpace. The majority of the episode is Spencer trying to throw Carly a birthday party to prove to her that there is no curse and to just, cut loose and have fun. Spencer tricks Carly into attending her birthday party, and among the guests is none other than Duke, the dummy wrestler from early season 1. Yep, it is Doug Brochu, which, oh my god, I have not seen him in anything since. So random. It was good that they brought him back, but they could have at least addressed his absence. Like, sure, we know that Doug, he was on Disney Channel turf and he couldn't be in both networks. There are two subplots in the episode. The first one was when Freddie read his letter, he thought he was gonna be like rich and successful, but nope, his tech business startup failed. He had 2 divorces, so he's trying to live out the skater dream that he thought he was gonna have. For Harper, she meets her fashion idol and she's trying to impress him, which if only I could tell 12-year-old Steven that he got to grow up and befriend his idol. To end Carly's curse, Spencer hired a fortune teller to trick her into thinking that her curse is over, and she falls for it. And then Carly happily celebrates her birthday. But unfortunately, the fortune teller has a heart attack. On a final note, this was an okay episode, but it really just didn't really do much. Sure, it was nice to see some of the old characters, and I'm kind of hoping in future episodes they start reintroducing the older characters like Lubert, Tebow, Chuck. Like, if Chuck comes out, is he still going to try to get revenge on Spencer? I really would like to see that. And maybe address to where Gibby is in the show, which, although Noah Muck has declined to reappear in the show, I hope maybe he changes his mind. In this episode and in the previous episode, Carly did not even shoot her web series. Like, in the pilot, she was like wanting to do iCarly again. Like, she wanted to make something. And how in this episode, it's like just focusing on her and her relationships, which it's good, but what's the point of highlighting social media in the intro, like without even doing the web series at all? And hopefully in the future episodes it fixes that. Yeah, the Dear Future Me part, it really resonated well with me because I do think about like these characters, how I spend it most of my 20s. Like, I'm the same age as them. I'm 27 right now. I'm about to be 28 soon, and I think about my 20s. Like, sure, the first few years they were brutal. I was just a very broke college student under like my parents' controls, and when I turned 24, that's when, I finally graduated. Like, I really struggled to, like, just graduate college in general because, so many, like, personal issues. 25, that's when I started feeling whole about myself. When I was 26, yeah, I had my ups and downs, especially that's when COVID started. And now as 27, I do not regret, like, how I spent my 20s. I'm very happy where I am now in my life, and especially with Jamie on my side. Can't wait to see what the future brings for me. Thank you for tuning in, recorders. Please hit that subscribe button, comment down below your thoughts, give me a like, and catch you next time.